My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I'm going to talk to you today about IRS tax penalty relief and if it's achievable. I'm very rare. You're speaking to a person that actually abated penalties and interest for IRS. Yes, when I was there, I would look at the case, I'd look at the reasonable cause that came in, and I'd check it yes or no. So let me tell you about IRS penalty relief. You need to know this. There's a lot of nefarious companies that are out there that's saying they can abate penalties and interest, and I would say 98% of them are all full of crap. It's very hard to abate IRS penalties and interest. Why? Because they have a very tight standard. You go to my webpage, at MD Sullivan LLC. I have somewhere on there where how to abate penalties and interest. It is tough. IRS considers penalties and interest as part of tax. That's what it is. So when you get a penalty abatement from IRS, you take that serious because you're telling that person they no longer have to pay that tax. It is tax. It's not, you consider penalties and interest. Not once it's assessed, it's tax. So when you see these companies can do it, nah, I wouldn't buy it. You have to have first of all, it's possible. I take very few cases because the margins are this thing about being successful. You could always get a first-time abatement if you want the failure to file abated for the first year. If you were current for the previous 3, you can call up and get that yourself. But if you want true IRS penalty abatement, someone's going to have to file an 843 tax form and put on there why you want that penalty abatement abated. Now, if you can go Google IRS Section 5, IRM Section 5, you can find out for yourself the reason IRS abates penalties and interest. There's a lot of reasons. So let's say that you have a reason that you were sick and you couldn't do it because of this. IRS is going to want documentation. They want doctor's reports. I would put the prescriptions that you're taking. The time period is very important when the event happened. What did you do when you found out? How did you change it? There are a whole list of questions that IRS is going to ask. If you're submitting a one-page letter or a page and a half, those things are really self-serving. Your penalty and interest is not going to be abated. You have to have documentation and show the period of time you wanted and when you found out what you got to do to fix your problem. If not, you're not going to get that penalty and interest abated. If you do, you should run this by. I don't take a lot of penalty abatement cases because they're so difficult. Now, if you got a big corporate or big partnership penalty, that's something we do look at. But I'm telling you, man, you got to know spot on. You're going to get that. You're going to be really frustrated when you see it doesn't go down. I'm trying to tell you the truth. So if you want to get penalties and interest abated, what I want you to do is look at the IRM Section 5. You may even want to ChatGPT court cases for penalty abatement and maybe have ChatGPT put that letter in but personalize. And remember, documentation wins. Okay, I'm a former IRS agent. I'm just trying to help you out. Thank you so very much.